Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Breath of Adventure. Not the ordinary ride. Doing something a little different today. Today, mixing things up. Thought I would do a little ride-along review and insight on the 2000 Can-Am Ryker 900 Rally. Has a few modifications compared to the regular Ryker, including different style tires, a little bit higher off the ground, adjustable suspension, and it also has different map modes, has a rally mode. So, welcome back. Hope you enjoy this one. This thing is a weapon, to be honest. I've ridden it a few times, and I thought we'd check it out today. And the reasoning, I'm not out on adventure on the dual sport is because after that timber trail ride, I went to swap my front tire and found that it actually blown apart the wheel bearing and the wheel spacer. The spacer that is in place because I do not have the factory speedometer, so I have an aluminum spacer. So that's going to take a little while to get here, so the bike's out of commission. It's getting new bearings, the tire's on, ready to rock. Just gotta wait for that spacer. So that's why we are here today. Kind of an interesting starting sequence of hitting the button, pushing the throttle forward, and starting. Over here we have an emergency handbrake off, on, and a cool feature is the reverse. Under here, reverse, forward. You can kick it with your foot. It's pretty cool. Hope you enjoy this one. Just make sure nothing's gonna fall out of my pockets here. It's a little different riding position, Yeah, so let's go for a rip and Okay, welcome back to the adventure. Unfortunately, my helmet mic wasn't working during this ride, so we didn't get to have the in-the-moment feedback. But I wanted to come back through and put this clip together. I want to come back through and put this video together because of how interesting this machine is, the Can-Am Ryker 900 Rally. Now, this bike's a little bit different compared to the Spider, which is more of a full-size bike with all of the luggage compartments. It's almost like a small car, whereas the Ryker is more of the stripped-down, naked bike look. Now this thing is super powerful, super fun. It's like a mix between a motorcycle and a snowmobile. There's no gears, no shifter. It's just a one continuous power band, such as a snowmobile or a CVT transmission. Now, the Ryker more designed to be capable off-road with the adjustable suspension, different tires. This thing is fun, but can get a little squirrely. You can see me here on the dirt roads. There's a few times that I give it some throttle, and the only kind of problem with the Ryker being three-wheel trike is that it tracks back and forth down the roads depending on where the ruts are. It's hard to find that center. Versus a car, you're in the two of them. Bike, you're in one or the center. The trike, you're kind of a mixture between all of them. So some beautiful backcountry roads here. I just kind of ripped it down, kind of opened it up a bit. It does have traction control, which stops you from being able to spin out. And a few times on these gravel roads, I really did give it some juice, and you can kind of see it get squirrely, and it straightens itself out. So it's a very, very interesting ride experience. Here, coming into some of these 90-degree corners, again, coming out of the corner, I'm giving it juice. Here we go. Into the straightaway, you can see that shake. That's the rear end losing traction and then gaining traction. Hard on the brakes, into the right-hand sweeper. Coming out of the corner, I basically pull it on, and again, gets a little bit squirrely. Overall, this bike is pretty incredible. I think it's a really great machine for people that don't want to jump into a full-size motorcycle, don't want to be limited to four wheels, want something a little bit more fun. This is a great experience for people such as my father who have, yeah, back issues. He's a senior, and we kind of talked about the weight of a full-size motorcycle and turning it around and maybe dropping it, having to pick it up, just maybe not be suitable. So with the Ryker, and especially with the backrest, this becomes a very nice upright postured bike for people who want comfort, to go on cruises, still can throw a little bit of gear on the back and have a good time. The interesting thing with the bike is how much you actually need to grip the bike with your knees. Now, going through some of these tighter corners, and on this one, I'm gripping as hard as I can with my knees and putting all of the weight on the outside of the foot. So sweeping to the left, the pressure is on the right foot. Sweeping to the right, the pressure is out on the left foot. And that really helps with the control of the bike and the comfort of being able to whip it around. Now here, awesome turning radius. You can see me just turning in one easy swoop, didn't have to put a foot down, didn't have to worry about dropping the bike. Coming over to the river to give you a couple shots here. Here you're going to see how easy it is to throw in reverse, either with your foot or your hand. You pull back the lever, the bike beeps as it reverses. Again, you don't have to worry about your back and leg strength of getting this thing wheeled around into where you want it to be. So this Can-Am Ryker Rally 900, weapon of a machine, fun to ride. A little sketchy on the bumpy surfaces off-road. You can't take it onto trails, it just bottoms out. My old man had actually tried. It can high center pretty easily, but it's very cool. As you can see, it's a nice sleek bike. It's got the adjustable suspension on the rear, and it's got adjustable suspension on the front. It's good for passengers. You can adjust it pretty easily. This is the aftermarket seat that I was talking about. This puts the ride experience from a 6 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10. You can still have your passengers on there, fold out of the way. Highly, highly suggest that mod. It's really cool. I think it's a little bit boring, to be honest, but it is cool. It's a neat machine. Nice view here. Hope you enjoyed this little ride along here. Stay tuned for a full-on camping adventure on the Ryker Rally here. It'll be interesting on how to get all my gear on the back of this, but I'll figure it out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for the new subscribers. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment on this video. We're building this together, so I will see you on the next one.